Hey Rockers, welcome to a very special episode of Indie Rockers Ball.
That's right, Rockers. Things are about to get spooky.
Sam, what are you thinking is going for Halloween?
I was thinking it's going as Cardi B. Ow! Oh, good!
We're just gonna leave that one there. Stick around for more spooky content coming up.
After dazzling Brooklyn audiences with their magical ambiance on October 9th, Florence Welch of the popular English band Florence and the Machine had more to say. "New York, will you dance with us?" she first asked the very few crowd members that were still sitting down during their performance at the Brooklyn Barclays Center. Welch danced so hard with the audience she ended up knocking over a mic stand. After casting her spell with her vibrant show, she reminded viewers of the upcoming midterm elections. "Speaking of complicated times, my heart hurts on a daily basis," she began. "Please, please do not give up hope. The things you do will make a difference, and it does matter. A revolution of consciousness starts in individuals," and that's when Welch yelled for the audience to turn to a stranger, hug them, and tell them to register to vote. She ended with the band's hit song, Cosmic Love, and then danced off the stage, leaving her fans with an important message and a performance of a lifetime.
Third Man Records' Ben Blackwell has discovered what may be one of the greatest cassette finds of all time. Blackwell discovered a tape of the White Stripes' leading man Jack White that includes a cover of Blondie's One Way or Another. While digging through his collection to be a part of Discogs Cassette Week, which is happening at independent music stores through October 13th. Blackwell wrote in an essay, in late 1997, an aptly named teen trio called 400 Pounds of Punk, also from St. Clair Shores, recorded a handful of tracks in a makeshift home studio at 1203 Ferdinand Street in Southwest Detroit. He then continued, an unlisted hidden fifth track is a rude cover of Blondie's One Way or Another, with vocal duties shared by the band's lead singer Jamie Cherry and one of the session engineers, a then unknown Jack White. Blackwell also mentioned that this may be the rarest physical release of Jack White's performances. He claims that more than half a dozen people knew about the release as it was completely undocumented.
It's great to see popular artists discussing such important topics like voting.
Right? It definitely makes a huge impact on all the younger audience.
I agree. Remember, Rockers, Election Day is November 6th. We need more young people at the polls.
Sam, you aren't even registered.
Shh. All right, up next is Music Lesson with Nick Dark.
Hey Rockers, and this week on Music Lesson, we're going to be learning Marilyn Manson's cover of Sweet Dreams. So we're going to be playing from the 3rd fret all the way up to the 8th fret. So to start off, you want to play the power chord on the 3rd fret on the 5th string, but you're not going to be playing it like a regular power chord, like so. You're going to be just playing one string at a time, and you're going to be switching back and forth between the 5th fret with your ring finger and the 6th fret with your pinky finger. So after you play that, you want to move to the 4th fret on the 6th string in very similar fashion, but instead of moving from the 6th to the 7th fret, you're going to be going from the 6th to the 8th fret. And then down to the 3rd fret on the 6th string, and back to the 5th fret and the 6th fret, like so. So let's play that back. And that is how you play most of Sweet Dreams by Marilyn Manson. We'll see you next week, Rockers.
Popular rock band Weezer has officially announced their upcoming album, The Black Album. This album has been long rumored, but it's since confirmed as the band released their first track titled Can't Knock the Hustle. Weezer also announced their spring 2019 tour with the Pixies. The tour will kick off on March 8th in Kentucky. This tour will include 21 different cities, and tickets go on sale October 19th. Along with the release of the single and the tour announcement, the band has also released a music video which stars Rivers, or also known as Fall Out Boy's Pete Wentz. The video also included the launch of a website called HastaLuegoAdios.com, which included a fake phone number to a fake company that fans can text to get updates on the upcoming album. There has been a lot of talk of this album ever since Weezer released the cover of Toto's Africa and their own song California Snow. However, Weezer is no stranger to covers. They've also covered Toto's Rosanna and Blink-182's All the Small Things. What do you think, Rockers? Are you excited for this new album? Let us know on Twitter and Instagram at IUP-TV.
Masters of sci-fi absurdity, Muse are one of British rock's most impressive prospects. From the techie noodling of their past to the electronic wizardry of their alien and government battling present, they're the quintessential British festival headliner. Big, ballsy, and somewhat batshit. Be on the lookout for their new album, Simulation Theory, coming out on November 9th. With this being their 8th album and predicted to be the biggest yet, you can get your hands on some sick editions of the album. There's a standard album, of course, then there's the deluxe version, which has alternative versions and acoustic versions of the songs. Lastly, there's a super deluxe version with an alternate acoustic gospel, live, remix, and instrumental versions. One version even includes the UCLA Marching Band. Thought Contagion, released back in February, is a suitably huge 80s-inspired track, with frontman Matt Bellamy stating, "We're getting into blending genres and eras together, both in styles and in music. It's an arena sound and synths. There's a couple of synths in it. It's a pretty epic and anthemic track." The band has promised to announce their 2019 tour shortly. As for further tour plans, frontman Matt Bellamy said, "We're going to do the biggest tour and just blow people's minds with stuff they've never seen before." He continued, "We're going to come up with something that no one's ever seen before. We're always interested in the latest technology and what's cutting edge. So we're always thinking of new things that nobody's ever used before in a concert. And we found something, and we're going to use that." Let us know what you think about the new Muse album on Instagram and Twitter at IRB-TV.
I'm so happy that we're finally getting another album from Weezer.
Right? It just sucks that we're gonna have to wait so long for it.
Well, good thing we have a brand new Muse album to listen to in the meantime.
I totally forgot about that.
Classic Ian. Anyway, Rockers, up next it's Rockers Review.
Hey everybody, welcome to Rockers Review. This is where we talk about some new music that we're excited about. Today, you may know him as our music lesson guru. He's actually one of the producers of IRB. We're pleased to have him on screen today. We got Nick Dark with us. Nick, how are you, brother?
Good, you?
I'm really good. Thanks for that lesson. That was a sweet song.
Thank you.
Yeah. So we're talking about this new album, Ice Nine Kills. Has got their 5th studio album out. Can you tell us, give us a little intro to it?
So yeah, the new album just came out a couple weeks ago. It's titled The Silver Scream, and just like their previous album, it's all based off of horror movies, whereas the previous album was all based off like famous novels.
Ah. So. Did they always have themes, or were the previous ones just like, were they concept albums, or were they just kind of collections?
They're more of just like working with like pre-made work and then coming up with their own ideas.
Cool.
Like with their previous album, it was just something like they tried and like everybody really liked it, so they went, I guess, all for it on this new one.
Nice. I feel like I've been hearing a lot of hardcore bands taking on like themes, like whether it's like an ongoing storyline between albums. This one you said it's each one is a different horror movie, right? Is there any that really stood out to you when you first listened?
Some kind of like in the name, like it kind of like alludes to like the movie it's based off of. Like the first track is called The American Nightmare,
okay.
Like A Nightmare on Elm Street.
Nice.
And then one, it's pretty obvious, the closing track, it is the end, but it is capitalized.
Okay,
so.
nice. Do you have a favorite horror movie?
Oh god, like the Friday the 13th movies, or
nice.
like Halloween. Those are really good.
What do you think about the ones where they like pit scary people against each other, like Freddy versus Jason?
I mean, I liked the movie, but I wouldn't say like it was like amazing.
Yeah,
or
not as good
anything.
as the originals.
No.
Right? Yeah. So, what do you think in terms of like the music? Not only like the concepts, but where does the music go on this album? Do they take like a spooky vibe with it for the holiday season, or is it just like their classic sound?
Well, it's a little bit different because just listening to like their previous album and then this new one, the production quality is definitely improved. And then on some of them, it's more obvious that like they have elements of like there's orchestra or like choirs, but like they obviously didn't like have the budget for that, but like somebody actually spent the time to like make it seem like they actually hired like a choir or whatever.
Nice.
So like that production value has really gone up.
Awesome, yeah. So taking it back to their like previous albums, when did they first come around? I'm not really familiar.
So the lead singer Spencer, who's the only original member, he started the band in 2002 when he was in high school, but he started out as a ska band, but then about like 04, 05, they like completely changed because like they did a whole lineup change.
Nice. So now it's, what, they got 4 or 5 people now?
They have 4, but just because like the technicalities of the guitar on the new album, they have like a touring guy with them as well. So.
Cool. What do you think? I mean, they've already got some cool themes going on with novels, and then they go to scary movies. Right. I wonder what they could do next. But I can't even think. Maybe it would be, I don't know, definitely not like covers of another band or anything like that, but maybe like, I don't know, maybe, I mean, not gonna, we could do a little cut right there because I can't really think of what I was about to say, but I'll just go right into another question right here where I say, so So if someone's gonna check out Ice Nine Kills, where should they begin? Should they start with this album, or do you have a recommendation for like the first taste to get like the essence of what they sound like?
I mean, I like their first couple albums. It's just like the production isn't like as great, but their third album, which I can't think of the name off the top of my head, but they've completely re-recorded it with like a new person mixing, like a new producer. So like definitely like that re-release, and then the Every Trick in the Book, their previous album, and then the Silver Screen, I would highly recommend.
Nice. Would you say that the early ones were like kind of lo-fi?
I wouldn't really say lo-fi. It's just,
Thank you.
It was not like an intentional thing, but like there's like a little less quality in there.
Okay, cool. So now it's crisp and it's nice.
It's definitely more crisp.
Cool. Well, check out the Silver Screen from Ice Nine Kills. It's their 5th studio album. Thank you for talking about it with us today, Nick. And
Thank you.
Look forward to hearing some more great guitar lessons soon, brother.
Lindsey Buckingham of Fleetwood Mac is suing the band for firing him. According to Pitchfork, Buckingham's manager informed him that Fleetwood Mac stated that they would proceed with the upcoming and already organized 2018 to 2019 tour without him. In Buckingham's court documents, it states that he asked the band to push back the tour so that he could promote his solo album. The band allegedly declined his request, and he agreed to put off the release of the album. Shortly after, all of his bandmates cut him off entirely. Buckingham is suing his fellow bandmates for many things, including breach of oral contract, fiduciary duty, breach of implied covenant of good faith, and fair dealing. Stevie Nicks has spoken out to Rolling Stone about how she never wants to be on stage with him again. She states, "Our relationship has always been volatile. This is sad for me, but I want the next 10 years of my life to be really fun and happy."
On Tuesday, October 9th, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame announced its 2019 nominees. There are a total of 15 nominees this year and include artists like The Cure, Def Leppard, Janet Jackson, LL Cool J, Radiohead, Rage Against the Machine, The Zombies, and Stevie Nicks for a solo nomination. For those of you who are unfamiliar how to be nominated for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, groups and artists must have released their first commercial recording 25 years or more prior to the potential nomination. On the Rock Hall's website, they explain that each year inductees are chosen by more than 1,000 previous inductees, historians, members of the music industry, as well as aggregate results from the Rock Hall's online fan votes. However, some bands are not as thrilled as you may think about being nominated. Singer Joe Elliott of Def Leppard states that the band would decline the induction if it ever came to them. He claims that a platinum record would be far more meaningful to him and the band. He told Billboard, "Because it's a representation of 1 million people who have bought your album, and those million people mean a lot more to me than some people who decide whether you're fit for the Hall of Fame."
I can't believe that Def Leppard would decline induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Right? I feel like that would be such a huge honor.
Agreed, but hey, now that means there's an open slot for us to be nominated in.
I don't know about that, Sam. But anyways, rockers, stick around for a great Halloween game.
What up, rockers? We're back with that spooky content you were promised. We're playing a special edition of Guess That Song, Spooky Edition. All right, I'm here with Ian, Noah, and Ashley, and they're gonna compete for the title of Most Spooky Rocker. Take it away, guys.
Superstition. I think it's Superstition, but I don't know who it's by. I'm just excited I do one, guys. Okay.
No.
Is Stevie Wonder?
So half a point. Yay.
Is that half a point?
Half a point.
2 points per song, so 1 and 1. Anything?
I have no idea.
Yeah, no clue.
No idea.
No answer.
Is it by Elvis? I literally have no idea.
I put a spell on you by...
Oh, from Hocus Pocus?
Thriller by Michael Jackson.
Dang.
Yes, Noah takes the lead there.
That's the song. I was like, I know that song's gonna play and I'm gonna hit it immediately. 2 points, right? Oh, no.
This is Halloween. It's from Nightmare Before Christmas. All right.
And with that vote, I'm officially losing. It's fine.
That's about it. So it's 1 point, 2 points,
3
2.5 points.
Well, three.
3.
Oh.
Because 2
1,
points
2,
a
3.
song, we split it.
Yeah, I have no idea what that is.
clue.
Sorry.
What? I didn't know Kodak.
I didn't know that
made a song
existed.
called Halloween.
Wow.
No,
I don't know who
idea.
those people are.
This song sounds so familiar. Couldn't tell you.
No idea.
Oh, I know that. I know that.
I know it. Like, I've heard the song before. I don't know it.
Is it Witchy Woman or Witchin' Woman? Okay,
Oh,
that makes
okay,
sense.
that's how I know. That's how I know.
I heard the song
vibe
before,
of it.
but
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
It's the Monster Mash.
It is.
I know that one. I don't know who it's by at all.
I have no clue who that is.
Hit it again.
It's the Ghostbusters theme song. I couldn't know the artist.
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't know this one
I knew
either.
that.
I don't know the artist, but it's the Ghostbusters theme song. Cool. Cool. Ray Parker Jr. Good song, dude.
It is the time warp from the Rocky Horror Show. Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Nice.
How'd you get it that
Only know
quick?
that because of Glee. All I'm saying.
How'd you get
recognize
that
it.
that quick?
Because it's a time warp. That's the
couldn't-
only
I
song that they
didn't
did in the
get
Glee
time.
thing, and that's
Okay.
what I know. We'll go real fast.
Just
Too quick.
We'll go real fast.
run that up.
So I'm out of the mix for this one.
And this is great banter. This is just great banter. How'd you get time warp that quick? I didn't even hear her say time warp in the.
It was so distorted.
No, I don't know. I just.
I love Rocky Horror. I couldn't even hear it.
I saw
I've
the
never
live show
watched
once.
the movie.
I've seen the live show one time.
only see it 'cause
I've
of
wanted
Glee.
to go see it live.
I saw it in Erie.
Thank you, Glee.
Last
Thank you, my
Halloween.
addiction.
I know this.
I've heard that song before.
Isn't that song? I always feel like someone's watching me. Yeah. I don't know who it's by. I don't even know if that's the real song title, but I know it. So
There you
that's
go.
it. All right. Sick.
Yay!
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good playing with
Good
you.
job.
Thank you.
Rockers, you are live at the Rocktober event of the year. We are awarding the prizes for Spookiest Rocker after that thrilling competition. The competition was fierce. Competitors were neck to neck, but we have come to a winner. So, in third place, our newest addition to the team gets the smallest pumpkin, Mr. Noah Saylor. Great job. You
Thank
really put your best foot forward out there. How do you
so
think the
happy.
competition went?
I think it went pretty well. I mean, I feel like it was kind of rigged, but you know,
What?
it's okay.
Rigged?
Yeah.
I know. Next.
Better luck next time, I guess.
All right, yeah, you know what? Some of the rockers I think are a little salty. All right, in second place, the angel herself, Miss Ashley with our second largest pumpkin. Happy Halloween. There you go, Queen.
Thanks.
So how do you think the competition went?
Yeah,
Fun?
I'm just happy that I knew more than one.
Exactly. There you go. Exactly. It's a great way to look at it. And on top, triumphing, our host himself, Mr. Ian, with, of course, the Scarecrow Bowl. How's it feel to be taking home the gold, Ian?
It feels refreshing. My parents will be happy that I won something. Shout out to mom and dad if you're watching. Thank you for exposing me to songs that really nobody else knew. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
There we go. All right, rockers, there you have it. There are our winners for the spookiest rocker this year. We'll see you next year, and we wish all of you here from IRB to have a safe and spooky Halloween. See you next time, rockers.
Well, rockers, that's it for our very special Halloween episode.
Make sure to tune in next week for more music news.
Not to mention another amazing local artist.
Don't forget, while you're having a safe and spooky Halloween, to follow us on social media at Indie Rockers Ball or at IUP-TV for more updates.
Until next time, rockers, happy Halloween.
We gotta act spooky. Wait, why didn't you do a spooky move?
I'm not spooky, damn it. The chemtrails are turning the frogs game.
It's just like a globalistic, huh?
Here. The globalists are coming.
Died. Get those goosebumps every time. This is going to the commercial.
You know,
I get those goosebumps every time. The one bats does. What?
oh, I got a picture of my dog from my little.
What if I was like, yeah, I know.
Look at it! Look at it! Zoom in on the dog. Zoom in on the picture of my dog. Hey, look, it's my dog. That's my dog.
You can actually do this on there. Look around and show stuff.
Look, check out my NF dog. He's cute.
Back in the zone. Sorry for the hold up. My bad. Where's the camera?
All right. We have to do it too.
Let's do this. You know, it's about to be a good night.
Hit him with the slight gyrating hips. That's not even slight.
Take it around town. And then I go, hey!
Easy there, kid.
Leave the Jews out of it.
I want to die. Travis Scott died on SNL this week. All right.
And Pat Smear. That's such a funny name. Pat Smear. Pat Smear. Pat Smear. Pat Smear.
Hey, don't fall this time, dude. Okay, bro, don't do that.
Close is not an option. I'm always on the other side. Don't you know we're disposable? 'Cause you're replaced and I feel fine. But if I change my mind, I'll let you know.
Well, we've got a new collaborator in the house, and we're talking about collaborations today.
Yeah, we are. I'm really excited.
There's been a lot going on in terms of, with hip hop, there's always collaborations. That's just like a part of the business.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Everybody being in each other's stuff. But in rock music as well, and art music as well, we see like famous names linking up. Are there any that come to your mind when you think of collaborating artists?
The first thing that comes to my mind when collaborations come involved is the 2006 U2 and Green Day collaboration.
Hey rockers, and this week on Music Lesson we're going to be learning Do I Want to Know by the Arctic Monkeys. So you're going to want to be in standard tuning, and everything is single notes on the 6th, 5th, and 4th strings, and then you're only going to be playing from the 1st fret up to the 5th fret.
Welcome back to IUP.
You heard? Welcome back to IRP on this special edition of ASMR.
If anybody wants to check out a sick band, check out this band. They're called the Rex. They're actually really freaking dope. Just a heads up.
Sam, mic check.
Okay. On this week's episode, we're doing an ASMR.
Cut the McGill.
Okay, hello everyone. Yeah, my name is Sam, and today, today I'm going to be doing my Ariana Grande impression. What are you doing? What? Hi, welcome to Chili's. A little.
I don't appreciate it anymore in this society.
Welcome to Press Start.
2 players, 1 controller. 2 players, one controller. And
Playing
go.
Smash, let's go.
Oh no, I know what it is.
Total Drum Island.
No!
Yeah. Wow.
I think the true MVP of this team has been Kayshawn Carter. He is second in kick return average. He already had a touchdown this season, and he's really been the unsung hero for this team. He puts the offense in a great position. He gets them to just about the 40-yard line every single kickoff return.
You know, it takes a lot for me to do this as a Michigan fan, but unfortunately I'm going to have to say that I'm probably going to put Ohio State at the top of the Big Ten. Second to them, probably going to put Penn State. They've been able to find their groove without Saquon.
Throwing Gritty, that dude.
Oh boy.
Oh my God. Yeah, that guy. So to paint a picture for everybody, Gritty is their new mascot. Looks absolutely atrocious. And rather than putting a graphic
That's an
up,
understatement.
oh my God. He looks like the animal from the Muppets.
I think they do have a chance of contention if they beat Georgia. Because when you look at the rest of their schedule, very easy. Not a single top 25 team on there the rest of the way.
My answer would have to be a pro deck hockey player because those guys are real sick.
Hello viewers, look at your favorite show, now back to me. Now back to your favorite show, now back to me. Sadly, we don't have that kind of budget. But, if you stick to watching Schizophrenia, you can laugh at us trying. Look down. Back up. Where are you? You're in the studio. The show that could be like your favorite show if we get enough viewers to have a budget. What's in your hand? Back to me. I have it. It's your TV remote, preset to when Schizophrenia comes on. Look again. The remote is now a budget. Anything is possible when you watch quality humor like Schizophrenia's.
My name is Patricia. Wait, where? How did I?
Instead of doing a line in the dirty bathroom of a frat house, you might as well just pick up a few chocolate chip cookies.
Let me give you some personal advice. Cucumbers work a lot better.
A bunch of text messages from friends. And yeah, I think like...
If you're cheated on and never find out, that just makes you look dumb if everybody else knows.
I'd rather my thoughts be above my head because then I just don't have to be myself. I can truly be so baffled with the ITC that I am.
Okay, I look and sound a little bit like Michael Cera.
Who the cares about Kris Jenner? And that family makes way too much money. They do absolutely nothing.
Today's word of the day is college. Noun.
That's my reality check, and I'm king.